CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And that wide-eyed MFer in the other box is Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. The show is on Twitter at CHGO_bets, being produced today by Steven Nicholas. And we had a little bit of waterworks before the show, Cody. You're staying dry, huh?
Yeah, I am dry, Sean. Happy to see that you're doing your best effort to stay dry. But good luck. If there were betting odds on you staying dry, would love to know what they are. I might dabble on that.
He's got plus odds right now.
Win column.
Is plus odds to get wet or not to get wet?
To not get wet.
To not get wet? All right. For me to get rained on right now, I would honestly put the odds at -300. The rain has stopped. It's a little bit calmer. When we can hear the rain on the podcast, that's when I'm in danger. But right now, it's a little bit more calm. And the spot that is leaking is now behind me. Shout out to Steven and Lawrence for moving the chair up just a little bit.
Our office is full of grit and a lot of, it's been through a lot. Before we moved in it. And, I'm here for that. I love a good gritty office, a good gritty person, whatever it is. Anything with grit is good in my book.
Yeah, I love the office. We just need to fix the roof problem. But I don't think that's our issue.
Again, it shows grit. It's been through a lot, but it's here and it's doing its job, man.
Right. This is a Chicago roof with grit. This is a Chicago tough gritty roof. This roof has a lot of structure problems, I guess. Anyways, let's go into our bets. You had a Cub action today. They took on the Pirates out in Pittsburgh. You lost some money on them, huh?
Yeah. The under on opposing pitchers going up, or the under on opposing pitchers strikeouts continues to roll for at least when they face the Cubs. Under 3.5 strikeouts for Zach Thompson, I believe his name was. He had 3, but I think someone hit a line drive comebacker and hit him, and I missed most of the game as far as the TV. But yeah, maybe we got helped out there by the gambling gods a little bit. I hope Zach Thompson is okay. But that one was the one winner. I had Cubs money line and I had Ian Happ to get an RBI, and that did not happen. So we went 1-2 on Cubs Pirates action today. Get back on the horse tomorrow for
and later tonight. You got bets to make still.
I still got bets tonight, man. This is what being a degenerate is all about. You just gotta get back on the horse, no matter what time or day it is. You just gotta, you gotta get your plays in.
Exactly. I've already made some bets today. Let's go to the bank. We'll see if we are up or if we are down. I am up. Cody is down. You were up to, what were you up to? Or you're up because you were originally at 83, right? Going into today?
The screen says 90. Going into today, I was at 90. But then the Cubs Pirates action brought me down. I was at 77, I think. I put 3 $10 bets on the 3 plays I had for the Cubs Pirates. So that is what it is. So I'm at 77 now, if we want to be technical. So hopefully the 3 I have today get me back over the 90, and we're going into tomorrow with positive vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one that really hit home for us was the Chicago parlay yesterday.
Yeah.
I went from, I think, $17 up to 23. I lost a lot of my bets yesterday, but that one saved me. So you're down a little bit today. I'm actually up. I think I'm up to 27. I did lose 80 cents on the Cubs money line. I bet them when they were down early after the first inning or the third inning. They ended up not being able to come back. But I hit a bet the 6th inning under a half run on the Twins and Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw was dealing, and so was Derek Rodriguez in that 6th inning, baby, before he gave up 3 straight home runs to the Dodgers. So, I made some money.
Nothing like a live bet during the 6th inning.
As the first batter's still up, too. I thought, when I was going to hit confirm for the bet, they were going to be like, oh, you just missed it. So, it was still, the first batter hadn't gotten out yet. So that was a nail biter there. But I won some money on that, so I'm up to 27. 27. Now I got $10 in the bank, but that's because I got money floating around. And we'll get into what our money's on a little bit later today. We got big threes for you. I don't think we have a lock of the night, but maybe we'll talk ourselves into one. We talked ourselves into the Chicago parlay yesterday. But if you want to help support CHGO, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content. You'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com and we will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's newest feature, live NBA same-game parlays. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game, and if you want more, you can also boost your odds on your live same-game parlay with PointsBet. That's my favorite feature of the PointsBet app, boosting my odds. You can watch live, parlay live, and boost live with PointsBet. An online sign up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. All right, Cody, we got a lot of different things to talk about in the betting world. We can go to the NBA. We can go to the MLB. I think we'll go to the MLB last. Let's go to the NBA. Did you watch any of the play-in games last night? Did you see Pat Bev?
I watched a little bit of Timberwolves and Clippers. I just was unable to get a bet in pre-games because we were watching the Cubs and Pirates. And I wanted to so bad to make a play on the Nets to cover against Cleveland, and I believe they did. So a loss there in my eyes, even though I didn't lose any money, just could have made money. But as far as making
tonight?
bets, what'd you say? Are
you gonna dabble tonight?
Yes, I have a play tonight. Prop bet. Shall we get into my big three?
You got an NBA in your big three?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's take people into Teaser Town first. We'll go Teaser Town, then we'll go to the big threes, and we'll talk MLB and NBA in there. We'll continue the NBA talk. I'm going to go with the two teams. The Hornets are playing the Hawks tonight in Atlanta. They have had a very competitive series this season. Both teams have won 2 games. I really think that this is going to be a playoff game, playoff atmosphere. It's going to be back and forth. I think it's going to be a tight one. So I will tease the Hornets down to plus 9.5. I think they'll be able to cover. If the Hawks win by 10, I'll be pretty surprised. I do think the Hornets will be able to play it close enough to cover that one. And then the Pelicans, I think they'll win. It's the Spurs at the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans can win, but I do think it will be a close game, but I feel comfortable taking them at plus 1.5. So I got the Hornets plus 9.5 and the Pelicans plus 1.5. If I was going to take these straight up, I do Pelicans, Hawks on the money line, but I don't feel too confident about the Hawks covering 5.5 right now.
Curious, what does that come out to? The odds on your teaser.
Plus 106 on that, so $5 to win 1033. So it's not crazy, Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I think the Mets were at 105 today when it was 0-0, like in the third inning with the Phillies. So it's like, it's kind of a toss up there. It's not any either way. It's not a favorite. It's not an underdog.
I'm with you on Atlanta. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be blowing out the Hornets. And the only thing about the second game is, like, I know the Spurs are not good, but, like, they definitely have the better coach compared to who the Pelicans have. And he's been in these types of situations more often than not. The Pelicans, I just don't know. So as far as
it's star power versus, that coaching and the Spurs magic.
So I'm like, to me, like that's the one that I'm like, I don't know if that'll work out. I think you'll be okay on the Hornets covering that 10.5. It's that you're basically asking the Pelicans to just win the game.
Yeah, which I think they will. I mean,
they should.
Really do,
I do think they have the better players.
The Spurs beat them more recently.
Is really good, but I don't mind the plays. Plus 105, whatever.
Yeah, let's go. What's your big three tonight, man?
All right, so we're talking about NBA. I really like that first game with the Hawks and the the Hornets. And this is going to be the LaMelo Ball coming out party, in my opinion. This is like his first, I guess you could say technically his first playoff game.
Yeah.
I think the Hornets are going to keep this close. I want to believe they can win, but you just don't know with this Hornets team, especially on the road. Either way, LaMelo Ball is going to put up points tonight, in my opinion, because he's going to have to, put the team on his back, in my opinion. It'll be him and Bridges at minus 131. So points bet, the books believe that that's a solid, safe bet. So over 22.5 points. We're just asking for 23. This guy can put up points in a hurry some nights. So maybe that's tonight. It's like him versus Trae Young. They're both going to be guarding each other, I assume. So, and then like you said, they've had close games. And the Hawks defense isn't necessarily light years great or anything like that. So, yeah, I like him to go over the 22.5 point mark. And then moving to baseball, I got Garrett Cole over 5.5 strikeouts at minus 170 against the Blue Jays. I kind of like Blue Jays money line only because it's like juicy at plus 145, but against Garrett Cole, I don't like as much. If I think Garrett Cole, like his very first start against Boston, he had a very bad first inning, but kind of picked it up afterwards and actually the Yankees ended up winning that game. I think he kind of comes out and, at home at Yankee Stadium, at least gives you your typical Garrett Cole performance, I believe. And then Mariners money line. I know we got a lot to talk about with the Mariners and the White Sox tonight, but Dallas Keuchel going up against Robbie Ray. When you get plus money on Robbie Ray and the Mariners, if it's a trap, it's a trap. I'm diving into the trap, Sean.
It's not a trap. Robbie Ray last year, you want to guess how many strikeouts he had against the White Sox? Total.
I think you said it earlier. I already forgot, but I think you said double digits.
Yeah, no, he had double digits in both games. He had 27 strikeouts in 2 games. I mean, that's ridiculous. The fact that the Mariners have plus 100 on them when they have the better pitcher and they have Dallas Keuchel at a 5 ERA last year, this makes absolutely no sense. This is not a trap. This is just too good to be true. I mean, I'm a White Sox fan. I think they have a chance to win anytime a left-hander is on the bump. But when you have a Cy Young caliber pitcher like Robbie Ray on the bump, this is where things fall apart for the White Sox. And this game might not even get played. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I really do think that the Mariners money line at plus money is something that you need to take if you're betting tonight. We'll just go into my big 3 because, it's also in my big 3. You'd be stupid not to take it, Cody. It's a great bet, I think. I don't think it's a trap at all. Can Robbie Ray give them 7 shutout innings against this White Sox lineup? Yes. Can Dallas Keuchel give the White Sox 7 innings? I don't know. So you're getting at least 7 innings from your starting pitcher if this game's played, and it's a complete question mark on the other bump. So I really like the Mariners tonight. And going back to your LaMelo thing, you had 22.5 over. Do you know what his career high against the Hawks is?
No, I do not.
22 twice.
22 twice? Okay. That would explain
Nowhere
why
to set it.
The line is where it's at. I think LaMelo Ball is primed for, a nice playoff debut.
What about player points, rebounds, and assists? 38.5. Would you take that over or under? If he goes 22, 8, and 11, that's like 41 right there. So could you see a stat line of that? Would you hammer that 38.5 over?
Yeah, I mean, he's also a passer too. So, and that's the thing that kind of scares me, I guess, about the points. I just think in a playoff game itself, that's when the stars come out. That's when the stars have to, in a way, put teams on their back and like lead them.
Yeah, I mean, anytime he's had 20 points against them, 22, 8, and 11, 22, 12, and 11. So, I mean, he's had a triple-double against them, too, with 22 points. Yeah. I'm really, when he's got that many points going and he's rolling like that, I think that, honestly, I'd feel comfortable rolling with that 38.5 over because he might have, 20, 15, and 11 or something like that.
Too. I got the points total at minus 131. So, if that's at minus 110 or something, I mean.
Minus 125.
Minus 125, okay. So
over 38.5 minus 125, under 38.5 minus 105 on PointsBet right now.
I got you. Yeah, no, I just think LaMelo Ball is just gonna have one of he's gonna give you. I feel like he's gonna give us a game where like he kind of comes on the scene, like the national scene. Like he's already on the national scene, but like this is the first time the Hornets are in the playoffs. Like they got a lot to prove and play for here. The Hawks, you know, they're a little bit more experienced for sure, and Trae Young is Trae Young, but I don't know, man. If the Hornets hang in this game, I feel like he's at least putting up 25 tonight.
Yeah,
so
we'll see. No, I like the bet. Just interesting to see that he was at 22 twice. It's like a benchmark you can't get over. Let's go back to my big three and we'll finish this out. We'll wrap this show up. I got Mariners first inning money line at plus 295. That just looks juicy for me. I do think that they can score a run in the first inning. They were able to score a run in the second inning off Vince Velasquez. It's possible, and I do think that if the Mariners score a run in the first inning, I don't think the Sox are scoring a run against Robbie Ray. So let's go plus 295, Mariners first inning money line. And then Mariners total runs in the first inning over 2. Do I think Dallas Keuchel can give the White Sox 5 innings pitched and only 2 earned runs allowed? Absolutely not. So I will go over 2 runs for the Mariners. If the White Sox want to win this one, they'll need to hit Robbie Ray. I also did put a bet for Andrew Vaughn to hit a home run off Robbie Ray. So we'll see if that one cashes out too. But this game might not even get played. I mean, we saw the rain. Right. And the effects that it had on this show, it might cancel the White Sox game. But the tarp's on, and it hasn't been canceled yet, and it's 3:49.
Yeah, so I made a bet like literally a few minutes before we went live, and it's Corbin Burns to record a win at plus 100. And that's kind of my play if the White Sox and Mariners do get rained out.
Who the Brewers playing?
They're playing the Orioles in Baltimore. Brewers coming off a win. Corbin Burns was not good against the Cubs on opening day, so this is kind of like his big bounce back. The strikeout line for him was 6.5, which they have as a favorite right now, like minus 145. So Vegas believes he's going to have at least 7 strikeouts, and most pitchers who get 7+ strikeouts usually have a good night. In Baltimore, they've been competitive with Milwaukee in these 2 games, but Milwaukee is clearly the better team here. I know it's on the road, and John Means goes for the Orioles tonight too. But I think Corbin Burns is going to at least give Milwaukee 5 innings with a lead, and hopefully that means that the Brewers' elite bullpen comes in with a lead and then shuts it down, because that's what that bullpen does. The only thing that kind of scares me is like it's an American League team, and it's not like these teams see each other. That's the only thing I can come up with to why getting Corbin Burns to record a win tonight at plus 100 is a thing.
It's because John Means is on the bump. That's all. I mean, it's just because you have two great pitchers on the bump, and neither of them have seen each other. And also, can Burns go 5 innings? I mean, you have to still go the length to get the win. And when you saw, against the Cubs, he wasn't able to hit the zone. So, I mean, he might just outwork himself.
I'm really banking on him having a bounce back start after his opening day. And this is the reigning NL Cy Young winner. Like he's better than what we got against the Cubs for sure. And I feel like in a way, you're kind of hedging your Mariners bets for the White Sox. And for me, in a way, I'm kind of hedging.
How am I hedging?
You're taking all Mariners bets against your team.
I have Andrew Vaughn hitting a home run, too.
It's emotional hedging. I know,
it's called being a realist, baby.
Tonight, but
it's called being a realist. I'm not looking to lose my money. I don't think the White Sox can beat the Mariners.
To me, for this Corbin Burns bet, it's definitely emotional hedging. It's like I want him to suck again tonight, but I don't think he will. So I'm gonna pick him to record a win at plus 100. I feel like that's juicy. That's whatever. So it would be my luck that the Brewers win and he just doesn't record a win now. But at plus 100, I feel like is solid. And Baltimore, they're not good, even though they've played kind of competitive these first couple games and stuff. But we'll see. Again, that's just kind of like my play if that game, if those Sox and Mariners get rained out.
That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. You can follow the Bets account at CHGO_Bets. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. We will wait and see if that Sox game gets rained out. Either way, we'll be having a show at 5:30 for CHGO White Sox with Herb Lawrence and Vinny Duber. Just not sure if it's be a pregame or a full hour podcast, but we'll be with you. And what's Cubs got planned? Is it Brendan and Corey night?
Corey and Brendan are going
Brendan.
to be remote. They're going to be live remotely from their homes, and they're going live at 7:30 to do a series recap between Cubs and Pirates, and maybe do a little bit of a preview of what's coming up this weekend with the Cubs and the Rockies. So tune into that. Should be a lot of fun. I'll be back in the office tomorrow. Can't wait to see your shining, smiling face, Sean.
We'll see. We'll see if it's a doubleheader tomorrow, but that's going to do it for CHGO Bets today. Jack, unfortunately, the Cubs lost. That's what happened. We're going to do it, though. It's going to wrap it up for us, and we'll talk to you tomorrow when we are millionaires.